Welcome in, everybody. American in Leeds, the American in Leeds YouTube and Spotify channel. I hope you're doing well. From Australia to Alaska, Bangkok to Beeston, Wallamolu and Kalamazoo. We are Leeds. We are a huge club. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so just happy to be part of the Leeds United content community. My name is Alex Simon, in case you don't know. Been a fan of Leeds United for about 7 years. And in that 7 years, I just thought about this. I can't remember Liam Cooper not being captain. And I think the captaincy needs to evolve, not necessarily away from Cooper being team captain, but I do think that second captain, third captain probably needs to evolve from Ayling and Bamford, who I believe are second and third captains, along with Rodrigo, who's been recently moved. Look, Ethan Ampadu, official video came out today. Many people are digesting that. Real team player, individual, person that basically said, my favorite position is where the gaffer needs me, is basically what he said. I feel like there's work to do in both defending and the midfield. He was reluctant to name a favorite position. But in the club statement, it said the versatile defender can also play midfield. So that tells me that he's being marketed right now as a defender, as a center back. Now, everyone and their dog will tell you this player will be the 6. I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows. And to just kind of blanketly think that this player is going to come in, if Tyler Adams does stay, if Jabby, if Bate, if Gray are getting closer to getting more first-team minutes, which in a lot of Farke's teams, he relies a little bit on youth. So I am suspecting one of those 3 young players will play alongside a more seasoned midfielder. Will Ampadu drop to center back? Everyone here in a lot of the space is saying this player is a 6. This player is a center back, is a holding midfielder. I don't know. That could be true. The way the club said that is a little bit of a tell about what they're thinking. The versatile defender can also play midfield. Will Tyler stay? It's interesting also that Ampadu reached out to Tyler Adams. We need players to buy in. The fact that Tyler Adams was able to help sell this deal, whether he's staying or he's not, is massively important for this club, because these players talk to each other. It's word of mouth. So the fact that Tyler's a big part of the 49ers relationship tells me that there's a strong chance that Tyler might stay. And I think Tyler Adams, as much as some don't rate him, is a player that I think we can build around for this season because of his ability to move laterally. I mean, if you remember that game, one of the reasons why Marsh had success early on, I know he was a terrible hire, don't at me, all this stuff, was Tyler was able to cover some of those wide areas because he was so good at moving laterally. The man has a third lung. All right, that's it. Again, this goes back to my big 4 that I want to keep. Tyler Adams, Crescencio Somerville, Max Fober, Willie Nanto. Those are for me, pretty much untouchables. There has to be a really good offer coming in for those 4, for my big 4, for them to be moved. Those are who I want to keep. And unless there's relegation clauses in any of those contracts, they have to meet those relegation clauses or come in with a massive evaluation. A long way to go in this window. So, where are the sales going to come from? We've gotten basically $3 million back for Rodrigo. We've spent, $7 million on Ampadu. That's a net spend of $5 million. Still reasonable, especially with parachute payments. This has not been a bad summer. We haven't spent a ton. We haven't made a ton back. We've gotten a little bit of dead wood off the books with loans. But you would imagine someone's going to be sold. Now, in America, in American sports, a lot of times when players aren't performing for their clubs, it'll just be interesting to see how Parag handles this. They get cut. They're cut. They'll just cut their contract. So, Bill Ayling, thank you for your service to the club. We know you have 1 year left on your deal, but we're going to go ahead and cut your contract right now so you can go find a club to get along with before the season starts. You'll see that there'll be actual roster cuts that happen in the NFL, and players just go to free agency. So I'm not saying Bill's the one that would happen to, but it's ruthless. So in a player like Dallas, who's been out for more than a year, we haven't seen you. We don't know if you're able to perform. You haven't even been part of the club really recently. Stuart Dallas, we're going to cut you. Who are we going to sell? Like, you would ideally want to sell some of the players that are getting on. Maybe it's a Patrick Bamford. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, Cooper, who I think should stay because he is the epitome of a captain, greets the players, is a leader, does want to go into coaching. Like, if you study anything about Liam Cooper, he is a captain. And it is not easy to fill that presence in the locker room. However, there is some old guard here, for lack of a better phrase, some promotion boys that probably do need to be moved on. And the fresh talent that's coming in that also have been captains on other sides and might be captain material for us probably need to come in. You look at Tyler Adams, captains the USMNT. If he does stay, he would be a potential candidate for second captain. You look at, again, the future as we continue to build and evolve. You look at Ethan Ampadu, potential captain for Wales, possibly going to fill that position for Gareth Bale for the Wales side is incredible. You look at Max Vober. He's been captain of the Salzburg side. So these are guys that are communicators that I think would be leaders, obviously, on the pitch. Tyler's a leader on the pitch pretty much all the time. He was one of the biggest communicators in Leeds in the Premier League. So, again, it'll be interesting to see. Final point today, and it really kind of goes back to Ethan Ampadu being a defender, if he is a defender or if he is a midfielder. Let's look at the defense, the rear guard, the last line, including the goalkeeper, who we want to play out of the back, right? Farka wants to play out of the back. He wants the ball all of the time. Left back, as we know right now, these are not the players that are going to be moved on. Firpo, or that have been rumored to be moved on. So, fuck Twitter, right? Fuck the rumor mills of the, dark side of Twitter. If that's, some account is tweeting about this, if it's legitimate, this is what we know right now. Firpo is on the Leeds United roster. Traveled with the team to Oslo. So he is left back right now. We've been saying it for years. We need more depth there. Center backs, defenders. Max Vober, Pascal Struijk, Leo Hjelde, Cooper, Cresswell. I know you're shouting at me flexibility. I'm just naming the squad depth right now. Right back, Drama and Ailing. This whole back line is screaming additional depth to me. You probably want a right back, you probably want a left back, and you want another defender or two. And here's the biggest one right now. And this is going to be happening probably in the next couple weeks, or they're crazy. Clausen and Meslier. What is going on with Mez? Clausen, a lot of people don't rate, but the season is fast approaching, and we will need a goalkeeper who communicates with the back line. So that spine is going to continue to be a worry, specifically the rear guard spine. Goalkeeper, and who's the center back partnership? Let me know. I'd be interested to see what you guys say. Who's the center back partnership right now? Is it Vober and Cooper? Is it, I don't know, Vober and Cresswell? It'd be good to see Charlie in training. Yeah, is it Cooper, Cresswell? We know Farka likes a destroyer center back with a ball-playing center back partnership. Those are the issues for me moving forward. March on, get it. Leeds. Smash the like. Thank you.